guys, Justin Picker back with you for another video. Just wanted to chat to you today about some of your first home buyer schemes and the things that are out there at the moment, and what we can potentially do. Now there's a raft of them in the scenario, and the first thing is that this is not for investors. So if you own an investment property, or you have an investment property, or you have a current principal place of residence, these schemes are not for you, as you will not be eligible for the criteria. If you are a first-time purchaser that is not looking at an investment property, then these schemes would apply to you. So obviously, if you're looking at stamp duty exemptions is probably the biggest one. So currently in New South Wales, you're probably looking at about $650. Anything under that for a owner-occupied purchase as a first-home buyer, that does get exempt. Once you start to go over to 650 to 700,000, it is reduced. And then once you start to get to about 750 or above, those stamp duty exemptions kind of go out the window. So for nearly most people in Sydney, those schemes with the stamp duty exemption, you're probably not looking much favour there, just obviously the way prices are. So that's obviously one thing you can look at. But another scheme is the first home loan deposit scheme. So this was introduced about 2 years ago, and it has been a very good scheme. We've done a fair few loans with these, and these spots are due to be renewed on the 1st of July. So every new financial year, they look like they're releasing some spots. So the first home loan deposit scheme is basically you need a 5% deposit. Obviously, if first home buyer, owner occupied, can be done as a single or a couple. And the government will basically look at, if you have a 5% deposit, they will then obviously go the kind of the guarantor and waive the lender's mortgage insurance for the remaining 15%. So, if you're looking at, say, a $600,000 property as an example, you would only need $30,000 as your 5% deposit in order to get into the market there. So it's a very good scheme. It is limited to about 10,000 spots. Now that is 10,000 spots for existing, 10,000 spots for new. And the scheme works very, very similar on that side of things. So new and existing properties, there's about 10,000 spots each. And that does get broken down to selected banks. So not every bank will have this scheme backed by the government, but again, we've got access to those lenders, and obviously hopefully we can snag a spot for you come July 1, if that's what you're looking to do. The other one as well, there's a few other variations of this. So there's the kind of single parent scheme as well. So if you're a single mother or a single father, never owned a property, the government have actually required you just need a 2% deposit, and they will obviously help as well. So that is a really good way for people to get into their first property as well. Again, selected criteria is required, but that's another way as well. And then we've also just heard some of the new ones with the Labor government now being in power to talking about some equity shared schemes and things like that as well. Again, only needing a 2% deposit, but some of the details around that are still a little bit unclear. So once we get some more further information on that, that's certainly something we can look at as well. But the one that we've done obviously a lot of is the first home loan deposit scheme, 5% deposit, no lender's mortgage insurance, and in some cases no stamp duty as well, or reduced stamp duty. But yeah, a very, very good scheme in order for you to get started. So if you are looking in properties, for you to live in, say in New South Wales, Queensland, every other state will have their own thresholds, and we'll have access to those different links, and we can send through to you via email, so you can check your postcodes, make sure they meet the thresholds. But getting into your own home with 5%, no lender's mortgage insurance, and potentially no stamp duty is a really good way to get into the market. Obviously, interest rates are going up a little bit at the moment, but really the main thing is actually getting you into your home, and getting in as cheap as possible. So the notion of maybe getting into your first home for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 is a very realistic prospect. We just need to make sure we're in the best position, come July 1, so we can secure one of these reservations of those 10,000 places, but also ensure that we meet the lender's criteria. So if you are keen to explore that and want to have a bit of a look at it, or any other scheme that's available as well, certainly feel free to give us a call, email. Always best for us to review the scenario before we go ahead with anything. And yeah, hopefully we can get you moving in a new place soon. Thanks very much. Chat soon. Bye.